Can you give me like the 5 key traits, or maybe 5, maybe 4, maybe 6, whatever it is, but the key traits that you think every elite pass rusher has?
Great stance, great good off, motor, ball anticipation, being able to finish, being able to use their hands effectively when they need to, and create double moves.
All right, now let's try and go in each one of those traits. Let's pick a guy who's like the prime example of that trait, who's the gold standard. I'm actually going to start with motor. You mentioned motor. I'm going to go with Max Crosby there, because anytime I watch the
Okay.
Las Vegas Raiders, that guy Max Crosby just doesn't stop. He is constantly relentless. Aiden Hutchinson too, but I'll go with Max Crosby in that regard. But with those traits, who do you see that just is the gold standard in each one of them?
I'll pick it back, Max. I love Max. Max has so much versatility, a lot of double moves. He can spin, he can dip, he can beat you around the corner. He uses power. He long arms. He 2's to 1. He's a great bender. His motor is relentless, and and he creates a tremendous amount of pressure. Sometimes he doesn't have like the big double-digit sacks every year, but when it comes to pressure, he's definitely one of the top in the league at doing that. Obviously, along with Miles. Uh, I love the kid Young from the Rams. He does a lot from that position. He has natural leverage. He's super fast. He's powerful. He can bend. And his motor is ridiculous too. You have to throw TJ in there. TJ is relentless. Never stop. Come off the ball with a low hat. Extremely hard to block. TJ is 6'5", 255, 260. He can dip. He can bend. He has long arms, and he finishes all the time. TJ is one of the best finishers in the league. He's been that way for the last 6, 7, 8 years, and I don't see that going anywhere. Great motor. He understands concepts. It's just so many different guys on the edge that can do that. And when you start looking at the inside guys, I still have to go back to a DeForest Buckner, who's able just to beat guys with a move. A lot of things too. I could bring this in too. Guys with patented moves. A lot of guys don't have patented moves. DeForest has that swim move. It's lethal. If you give him a one-on-one too many times against a guard, he's gonna make you pay. If you start looking at guys like Dexter Lawrence, who can power you, go 2-to-1, who can rip, who can go over the top, who can just whoop the shit out of offensive linemen consistently, you do not want to lead those guys one-on-one. So I think it's a big deal when you have a guy that just can beat the shit out of a guy one-on-one, man. It's just hard to maintain that guy. It's hard to keep that guy off your quarterback, man. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. But I like what you mentioned there with some of those patented moves. What are some of those moves that come to mind from specific players that have those patented moves?
You look at if you look at Burns, for example. Burns has that dip. Burns has that double move where he can dip, get up, cut back inside, inside shoulder. He always put it to the ground. If you look at a guy like TJ has that ghost move where he can just go up on you. He has a good rip move. Shoot, you start looking at a guy like Verse. Verse has that power, and then he'll just pick a shoulder based off where he is. If you start looking at, I mean, the guy, the Fish kid, he uses power, but he gets in there, he gets out. Like he's always trying to find an avenue to go. He creates double move. There's just so many guys doing good things. Even Chris Jones, man. Chris Jones, one of the best at it. The thing I never could figure out about Chris Jones, how does he play so close to a guy and is able to shed? Because the way he positions his hands, the way he dips his shoulder, go right or left, the way he flips his hips, I think that's one of the things you have to look at too. If a guy's able to flip his hips consistently, I mean, he's already in the gap. How can you beat a guy that's already in? How can you block a guy that's already in the gap? So everybody does it a different way, but it's all the same stuff. Just being able to get yourself in that gap and then be able to accelerate through the break and get the quarterback. The angles are everything. If you're able to get a guy to line up on a great angle every time, if he can get in that gap, he's probably going to win.